sexy. I like that. That would totally bring sexy back. Any guy that wears that is gonna...
He's gonna get it.
All right, guys, as you know, Rolex released all their new models, and we're gonna be doing a review on them. We woke up extra early this morning.
Too early.
You know what? This is really important stuff. I mean, Rolex came out with a brand new model, the Land Dweller. What do you guys think of it?
I like it.
I like it too.
It reminds me of the oyster quartz that they used to make, and it just kind of gives a more structured, geometrical shape.
Jose used to work at Ben Bridge, which is a Rolex authorized dealer.
Yeah.
Would they give you guys a sneak peek before they came out, or was when everybody else found out?
Never. We're the same thing. So
Really?
We'd be refreshing at midnight, trying to figure out when everything came out. Yeah.
And how long, like from your experience, how long does it typically take for these models? Because I know like tomorrow we're gonna start getting phone calls like, hey, can you get me this one? Yeah. Nobody really knows when it's gonna come. Does it come out like model by model, or is it just like a...
Usually they slowly just start to trickle in. I mean, you probably won't, we wouldn't see them in our dealer probably about 5 months in till after.
Really?
5 months after, yeah. So it's
for just any model?
Any model, yeah, typically for us. It just every dealer I feel like might be treated a little differently, but yeah, for us it was.
And from my experience, when I start seeing things, like I'll start seeing like the Daytonas will get released, and you'll see a bunch of Daytonas, and then you'll see like the Land Dwellers, you'll see a series of them, but it's not like Daytona, Land Dweller, and all the new models are gonna come out. It's kind of like they almost send it model by model. And honestly, this year, I mean, Rolex is one of the most tight-lipped companies in the world. Yeah. Like they don't have leaks. I don't know how the hell they do it, but this year the Land Dweller was actually guessed a few weeks ago or a week or two ago.
Yeah.
This new release model, I don't know if you guys remember in the video, David said that Rolex is coming out with a brand new model, and we all said you're crazy.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yeah.
He did say that.
I believe they're bringing out a brand new model from scratch, zero, something.
What are they gonna call it?
I don't know, but that's what I think.
So they're coming out with this model in steel, rose, and platinum. Two-tone,
it has
no?
an open case back too.
Oh, this is the open case back.
Yeah.
That's sick.
On which one are they doing that on?
On the Land Dweller.
On all the models?
No, I think
the
only on the
That's
Land Dweller.
so funny because we were talking about air, sea, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
remember what we were talking
and
about?
land. They don't
and they didn't have the land.
They didn't have the land.
I know.
So you know what?
This is the last one.
You know what? Let's go to the next one. The Sprite and white gold. What do you guys think? Everyone was saying the Sprite was going to get discontinued. Abdul, we had what, like 30 of them in stock?
Yeah.
Do we still have them, or you sold a lot of them?
Down to 2 of them. So,
Down-
yeah.
Okay,
Down to
so
the last 2.
it wasn't bad then that we sold them all.
Yeah, thanks for the hype.
So okay, the white gold. What do you guys feel about this?
I think it's cool. It reminds me of the Pepsi, when the Pepsi first came out with the ceramic bezel. They did it in the blue dial first, so
That's true.
I think that's pretty cool. They did the green dial, but exclusive on that white gold.
I like it, dude. I like the full green.
I think it's one I need to see in person though, because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't do too much for me in the pictures. I don't know.
I think it's
feel
pretty
like
fire, dude. I think the Sprite had like a little bit of something missing to it, but I think this one with the green dial is gonna be nice. But you know what? I wonder how it's gonna be. Is it really now gonna truly be a left-handed person? Because remember, stainless steel on a left hand on a normal person that's wearing it is uncomfortable because of the crown.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be heavy.
with the weight too, it's gonna be.
Yeah, like I don't know if someone's gonna actually even be able to wear it.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, Adrian?
I like it.
That's it?
Okay, I heard there's a new whole lineup for the OPs. So this is gonna be it looks like a lavender purple dial.
I love that one.
You like this?
The lavender, I
like
think
the
it's gonna
color.
be a good seller.
I think so too. You think it'll be as good as a Tiffany? No.
Maybe not as good, but that's a neutral color they haven't done that people are looking for.
It reminds me of those cotton candy colors. So I think
Oh yeah,
they'll
that's
still show
true.
with those.
Yeah, you're
black
right.
dials.
You're right. I like that.
How do they do in the store? Just the model itself.
OPs are really well.
Really?
Yeah, they do really well because they're clean, simple, affordable, and honestly, I mean, it's under 10 grand at the end of the day. You know, a lot of people, they say, oh, Rolexes are overpriced, Rolexes are overpriced. I mean, in reality, if you really think about it, Rolexes are actually, like, compared to other high-end watches, they're actually kind of affordable. They have newer models under 10 grand. Yeah, do they sell over MSRP? They do, but Rolex's MSRP current to other watch companies is low. Abdul, you're very quiet. You're normally very loud. I want to know your thoughts on the Cellini with the new bracelet.
I like it.
That's the best one.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that's how much you liked
got
it.
up for that one.
For some reason, it reminds me of the Patek bracelet.
That's true, actually. You're right. It does. It does. Yeah, you're right. They did like the Jubilee.
Added a link to the Jubilee.
There's 5 in the center now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean.
That's pretty.
Obviously, every band has its own name. What's the name of that one?
It's a Satimo bracelet.
Oh yeah.
Satimo?
They couldn't choose the easier name.
No, it's because I would assume so.
Wait, what were you saying?
Satimo, I think it's gonna be because it's probably because it's a 7-piece link bracelet. Because the Jubilee is a 5-piece link, and this one's a 7-piece. So
Is that
it's
what
probably
Jubilee?
why-
Is that what Jubilee means?
No, Jubilee is like just happy, like Jubilee.
okay.
But Jubilee is a 5-piece link. Like when we do
Right.
training, it's just. So I'm wondering if the SE is like for septimal, like 7. So I'm wondering if that's where they got the name from.
That was impressive. Okay, the red I think is sick. I love that.
They finally have a red dial.
Yeah.
I hope
Crazy.
they release that on a 40 millimeter too.
But you know, they used to do this back in the day. This is the vignette dial. So it goes from light to dark. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like that dial a lot.
They call it the ombre dial.
Ombre. What is
Yeah.
it? Red ombre or maroon ombre?
Red.
Red.
Yeah, just simple. You would think they would have a fancy name.
I know.
For it, but it's a red ombre dial. Now this is my gem right here.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, baby. I was actually having a conversation with a buddy of mine who's another dealer, and he's like, which one is your favorite one? And I said, you know, I love the turquoise. And then he made a comment saying, I wish they did it in a marble, which I said, yeah, because we were guessing like, oh, what do you think the gray market price is going to be? And I said it's going to be in the 170, 180 range when it first comes out. He thought on the 150 range. But if Rolex, if you're listening, do it in the marble dial. Watch will go for 300K. I mean, that'd be sick, huh?
That
Like
would
the
be
veins and stuff. But this watch is fire. Ever comes in, hopefully it comes in pre-owned, so I could wear it for a little bit before selling it. Out of all the releases, the Daytona and the Tiger Eye GMT are my favorite.
Tiger
I like
Eye?
the Tiger Eye a lot too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That one's
I mean, the Tiger Eye is sick, dude. Look at that thing. It has like different coloration on it. What do you guys think of the Jubilee with the green?
The John
Sky
Mayer
Dweller.
Sky Dweller?
Yeah, John Mayer Sky. Yeah, that's true. He's right.
I don't know. I gotta see that in person.
That's gonna be a very loud piece.
Yeah,
like that's a
that's a lot.
flashy like attention.
I think it's sick. I love it.
Yeah, you love color.
Yeah. Just in general, though, it's nice.
Additionally, the celebration dial being discontinued, and I believe that's it for discontinuation.
That was
They
it?
did discontinue the Pepsi, right?
No, they
it's
didn't.
still on there.
The Pepsi is still on, and the Sprite's still on.
What are the prices looking like now on the celebration dial?
What did they go up to? We were actually having that conversation earlier.
It went up to 35,000.
That's nice.
At retail stores, but not through us. But so far, I believe for the first couple of months it's going to be inflated, but it might come down eventually. And
I think it'll come down. Me personally, I think it's going to come down. White gold, John Mayer, blue dial came out, which I don't know why they would discontinue that in the first place, to be honest.
That's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Cellini, we went over. Fire.
That's sick.
Fire. The new, I mean, I wouldn't even call it the new John Mayer because it's not really the new John Mayer. Green with the yellow champagne. Wow.
You like that more than the original John Mayer, though?
100%.
Yes.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the other one more?
I like the original more.
Really?
I don't know why.
The original was a little too dull, in my opinion.
A little too what?
Dull. It was
Dull,
too-
yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Are you
gonna
saying
be-
that because you're comparing it to this one or just in general?
Just in general.
There's a taste for every model. They always say like one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? So everybody has different tastes. I like the turquoise Daytona. Josh of the Tiger Eye GMT.
I would take the Daytona. Yeah.
Daytona, right?
Yeah.
Abdul?
Daytona as well.
Cam?
Daytona.
Miguel?
Daytona.
Over? You really like the GMT.
That's a sunburst green or that's a lacquer green?
It looks like a sunburst.
It's still sunburst.
Yeah, I think it's a sunburst from the picture. of it.
Singapore green on the AP.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's true. But we got to get Adrian on the videos. Adrian does all our watch inventory. Just
I
FYI.
does too.
Anti. See, and he's so modest.
That was good.
Yeah, he gives credit right
Yeah.
away. He is a humble guy. Okay, so what do we think of this? What is this? Like a lime green or key lime green? What is
Like a
this?
pistachio?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. That's actually what
Yeah.
it's called. I think pistachio. I'm
Is
pretty
it?
sure that's what it's called. I like
Is that gonna be the nickname?
It's like I used to work for them or something, huh?
Yeah. Armina, what do you think?
Do whatever.
What do you think of the
Yeah.
pistachio green?
It's a different green. I prefer something a little darker. I think it just kind of fades into the bracelet, so it wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah. I know Armina would like this one. What do you think of that one, Armina?
Oh, sexy. I
Sick,
like
right?
that. That would totally bring sexy back. Any guy that wears that is gonna.
He's gonna get it.
Yeah, that
Changed my
one's
pick
nice.
then. I changed my pick.
Let's keep going. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Sky Dweller green with the oyster bracelet or the Jubilee bracelet better?
I kind of like the oyster better. Seeing it right there, I don't know. The
That's a
Jubilee.
little less loud, no?
Exactly, it's a little
I
less
agree with
flashy
Josh
in my
on that
opinion.
I
Yeah.
like the Jubilee better.
Like the Jubilee.
Of course.
I like the Jubilee better, yeah? The green on the oyster flags, I think they should have came out with a different color strap,
Yeah, it looks ugly.
I'm
right?
surprised
Yeah.
they don't have any color straps yet.
Yeah,
Everything's
dude.
just
It's
black
weird.
oyster flags.
They should have done it with like a different color strap. I think it's not cool that they brought the Meteorite back on the Daytona
Yeah,
because
I
it's
agree.
like a lot of people bought that watch because they discontinued
Yeah.
it, and for them to bring it back, okay, like if they brought it back in a couple years from now and changed up a couple things to it, fine, but don't bring it back after like they could discontinue like 2 years ago, no,
Yeah,
or a
just
year and a half
minute-
ago.
Yeah. It
2023.
hasn't been that long.
I don't know. That was a really big shock to me, to be totally honest with you.
Do you think the 116 comes down quite a bit because of this?
No, that is a very good question. Do I see it coming down? I don't really see it coming down too much.
You think it'll just be that much more premium on this
Yeah.
one?
Do I see it coming down maybe like 4 or 5%, 7%? I do,
Maybe,
but
yeah.
I don't see him dropping like that. No, not at all. Because it's still a Meteorite Daytona at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you know?
Danny, what do you think of the OysterQuartz with the diamond bezel? Do you see the price difference? Goes up 60 grand.
Yeah, because it's a special cut bezel. and also it's gold, platinum, or yellow gold, versus the other ones are steel. So imagine you have to factor in the gold, and then you have to factor in the diamonds on the bezel, because when Rolex does their bezels, it's like pure perfection. Do I think it goes up a little too high? I think so. I mean, $116,000, but I don't know. I mean, we haven't actually. You know what's crazy? This is the first time that they've done a bracelet like. Wait, okay, see, that's funny. Look at that. The platinum land dweller bracelet, because I was going to say that's very shocking that they did that. So, wait, no, sorry. All the land dwellers bracelets of Jubilee. But I'm very shocked that they did it on platinum. They've never done that before. They only did it on the presidential. I'm very, very surprised that they actually did it on the platinum. That's very impressive.
Presidential and the oyster for the Daytona.
The oyster for the Daytona, yeah.
Daytona.
They did come out with it. In the yellow gold.
What? Oh, it's like the Bruce Wayne or whatever.
No, dude, look at that. Okay, you know what? I don't know, guys. I might have to change my pick. That one's pretty fire. I gotta stick with my. Okay, I would say turquoise then this.
Danny, I have a question for you. Do you think the white gold Sprite is going to end up trading below retail, like the Cookie Monster? And
in a year or two. But for now,
it'll
go
hyped
double
for a while. But
yeah, and then it'll come back down. Even if people watch this video, there's gonna be people that are watching this video that will still pay more. Yeah. And I mean, that's life, right? It is what it is. I mean, there's sometimes things that if my family member, my wife wants it, and I know going into it, buying it, I'm gonna lose money, I still buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like at that, if the person enjoys it, they wear it, they get the joy out of it, then who cares at the end of the day, you know? As long as you can afford it, right? Imagine how many off-catalog pieces there are that they came out with too, that we can't even see. Oh, this is nice. They came back out with the chocolate dial in the new reference with the bezel. That one's pretty clean. Damn, this is $100,000 retail? That's a big ticket.
You think any of these will go straight under retail? Off the rip? Like stuff like that. Like that's intense.
I don't think in the beginning. Yeah, I think in the beginning they're gonna stick, because don't forget it's a new model.
100%.
It doesn't exist, you know what I mean? And Rolex is not gonna mass produce them. What do you think of the whole release? 1 to 10.
For Rolex, I would give it a 10, because I feel like usually their releases aren't this exciting. There's a lot of different pieces than I feel like we normally see with the release from them.
I think it still wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but they did release a new model, so I'd give them an 8.
I feel the same way. I don't think it was as exciting as I thought it was gonna be, but because of the new model, that's a big step for Rolex. I'd give it. You're not gonna wait for my score?
I thought you was gonna say something.
Oh. I don't know. I won't win on you.
That was rude. Can you escort this guy? Yes?
Hold on, let's finish the video. Go.
8, 7, 8, 7.5, 7.5. I'm confident.
I'm just worried. I don't want to pan the camera.
7.5. Go.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure done?
I mean, it used to be all the attention was on me, Nate. I was your only focus, but now
I don't know. He's been spitting some great facts today.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to him.
I think I'd rate it probably an 8. Just because the colors, I think that when Rolex does something that's a little different than what they normally do, I feel like that's what's kind of cool, because Rolex is very conservative typically, and they don't go for all the colors. So like the bright greens and stuff like that, I feel like that was pretty cool. The yellow gold with the Daytona, I think that one, and the turquoise style, that I think I wasn't expecting for them to do.
I was shocked. With that one, I was shocked.
Because initially I feel like the colors don't go, but you look at it, and the more you look at it, the more you fall in love with it, you're like, shoot, that's pretty cool. So I think I'd give it a solid 8. They can always do a little more, but I think they pushed the boundaries pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
I agree with Jose. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I give it an 8 because of the tiger eye and then the yellow gold green dial. I like the new 1908 a lot.
1908.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
They did a good job.
Daz, what are you giving it? The man that keeps us safe. I'm gonna scroll through these. You tell me which one's your favorite, okay? Well, he's busy protecting you, Abdul.
No, everybody but him now. This one.
Yeah?
The tiger eye.
There we go.
I
like that one.
I like that.
So they won't have the same pattern. It's like all different every
It's all gonna
time.
be different, yeah.
And that's a stone?
That's a stone dial.
And you were talking about that. You said, oh, I think they're going to use more stones in the last video.
I did. I think they're going to be their next play, is they're going to start doing a lot of like stone dials. I think the Daytona with the turquoise, they should have done a stone dial on that. That one, I disagree with you, Rolex. You should have done a stone dial. If you're listening to me, please. Do it. All right, guys, that's going to be the new releases. Thanks for always watching. Always make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of our video. If you want us to do any other videos, make sure to comment down below and let us know which one your favorite was. And give us a rating from 1 to 10, how you thought Rolex did.